Serena C at the press conference for J Blige. Music saved my life, as you can see. See, that's the background. She's about to walk in that door. We're all excited. 50 million copies of an album. 9 Grammys. This woman is amazing. I just found out in the last 25 years she's more successful as an R&B artist than Mariah and Janet Jackson. So let's see what happens at the press conference. Oh, by the way, I'm emceeing Mary J Blige. Mary J Blige.
Come on, everybody, get on now, 'cause you know we got to get it wrong. Mary J is in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just party.
Thank you so much for coming to Malaysia. You're welcome. Thanks for having me and wanting to see me. Okay, can you just tell us how music has saved your life? And please give us a long answer. Well, when I was growing up, you know, there were there were a lot of we had good times and bad times, but it was mostly a lot of really heavy, hard times. And music, it seemed like it was the only thing surrounding us that made us feel better, made us feel happy. And sometimes we would feel like we didn't even want to live anymore. And there were songs like "Keep On Moving" by Soul to Soul that kept us going, and "Be Optimistic" from the Sounds of Blackness that kept us going. But it was mostly, was music that made us want to live another day. Not just music, but music definitely helped to save our lives and help us want to live another day.
Okay, Mary, you've been a part of American Idol, you know, as a judge or a guest artist. I just want to ask, what do you think about talent shows like this? Do you think this is a positive thing for the industry?
Let me see, let me think about this one. I don't think it's healthy for people to have overnight success, because then you don't understand what it means, when it's just a temporary thing. When you have to work for it, it means so much more, and you appreciate it so much more, and people appreciate you so much more, and you actually get artist development through trial and error. But when you just blow up and pop overnight, it can become depressing. You think it's you, but it's actually not you, because you're talented. It's how fast you got into the business with no kind of training or any, failure at anything. Sometimes you have to fail in order to learn how to keep going or to get better. And if they just make you perfect from the gate, then it's not a healthy thing. That's just my opinion. Well, if you're a fan, you can expect to hear all of this. I mean, the set list alone is going to blow you away if you're a fan. And just expect to hear all the songs, and just to hear me sing to you, and laugh and cry and learn and everything all together. And it's a live band, and they're incredible, so be ready. Well, our goal with Fun is to become a worldwide entity. Right now, we're just small, mom and pops trying to make it, but people are, definitely investing into our cause, and hopefully we'll end up in Malaysia as Spawn, helping to save lives and educate and encourage women as well. My new album, you might be the first to hear the title.
Malaysian.
Well, let me just let you know what it is. In our lives, life is not just one thing. And my story is not the only story I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to tell my story, your story, anyone I come in contact with. And it just exists, it's an album full of what life is. Life is not always sad. Life is not always happy. Life is not always, life is everything. So whatever it is you can be dealing with is probably going to be, a title or a song that's going to be on the album. It's great. It's a roller coaster ride. It's it's beautiful. Everyone you just mentioned, are like my favorites. I love Alicia Keys. I love Beyonce. Love Orianthi. She's just an amazing, like unbelievable person, talent. And I just think all these young women really offer what the future of music is going to be. And that's, really being able to sing and play instruments and, even inspire me back and, so many of us from our generation. So I think they're great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard a rumor about something about Nina Simone and you Could you elaborate on that? Is that a true rumor?
Well, it's a movie that I keep doing press on that keeps getting pushed back because of, I guess, funding and trying to get the right person to fund the film.
So the rumor is true. You are playing Nina Simone.
Yes.
She's playing Nina Simone, ladies and gentlemen. So ideally, if it doesn't work out, when do you think the movie should come out?
In a perfect world, and ideally, if I can get the film shot soon, I guess this summer, or I can't really give you a time. I can only give you the time that they're giving me. So once they give me a time that they're ready to go, I'm going to give you, Malaysia will know. Right now, I don't know.
Definitely will know. But Mary J. Blige, Nina Simone, we are waiting.
So am I. Well, Nina Simone was definitely a very deep musician. Although she was a singer, she was just a very, very deep individual that felt very deeply about the topics of her song and how not only they just touched her, but they were about everyone. You know, she was like me, I can be very blue. You know, she was a very blue individual too. And she was the opposite of what, you know, I'm really shy. Nina was very courageous and, that, I won't say courageous because I'm courageous, but she was not shy. I'm more shy than Nina. On stage is something else, but right now, Nina would say, she's very, like that. So that's good to act, to play that. Education is really important to me because it's something that I wish I had, I guess the support when I was growing up to people pushing me to continue. But, and it gives you the confidence that you need, like I'm sitting here being able to articulate myself and speak to you because of the educating of myself constantly now. And there was a time when I couldn't do that, and I wasn't prepared for the business, and I wasn't prepared for anything. And I'm not saying I was an idiot when I dropped out of, high school, because I dropped out in the 11th grade. It's just the confidence that leaves you once you do something like that. You actually feel like you fail. So yes, education is very, very important to me. It's, it's like a split personality thing. The stage is my home. It's where I belong. I can't even describe it to you. It's our home. My fans and I, it's where we live, and they're not giving me energy like they don't want me there. They're giving me energy like they want me there. And so it just makes me just give it back to them.
Do you have any rituals of praying before you go on stage or anything like that?
Yes. I pray with my band before I go on stage, and I believe I ask God for what I want, and I get it. And I go out and I receive it.
All right, so Beyonce's got Sasha Fierce. I heard you have an alter ego, sort of. Do you have an alter ego?
Well, my alter ego is I probably have like 5 people living in me.
Ooh, so we're gonna see all 5 tonight?
No,
okay.
I was just joking, but Brooklyn is my alter ego that can say what Mary can't say. Like Brooklyn is the one that'll say pop all the mess and all of that. When Mary say, no, Brooklyn, don't do that, no, and she'll say it. As far as my ego on stage, that's just probably who I'm supposed to be. That's the healthy Mary. The unhealthy Mary is the shy Mary that's wondering, worrying, but learning how to get better. I'm pretty honest with sharing my faults and my faults with people so they can understand that they're not the only one. And that Mary is constantly being worked on, but I love her to death. Well, I think my success has shaped me in a person in a way where I understand it's not just about being successful as a singer. It's about knowing that if it wasn't for the fans, I wouldn't be where I am right now today. It's about being touchable and knowing that the platform of being a superstar is not for just selfishness, it's to give to the people that help you get here in the first place.
Thank you very much. Okay, hot.
you know, it's hard. It's really, really hard, you know, and the only way we can stay positive is to say positive things. Do positive things for other people, do positive things for ourselves, and build ourselves up, because it's not always, oh, God bless the world. Sometimes it's like, it's just not that, you know? But you have to put it out there, whatever you want, so it can come back to you.
Favorite food?
Seafood.
Seafood? You're in the right country. Have you heard about durian? Lovely answer.
Oh, it's what?
Durian is a Malaysian king of fruit. It's very thorny, but when you cut it open, it tastes like roses. I was gonna give you some later.
Okay.
Durian is a must try. Maybe not before the show, after the show. All right. Beach holiday or mountain holiday?
Beach.
When was the last time you went to the beach?
I was just at a beach in Australia, the Gold Coast. Or
Gold Coast, Queensland. Did you get to relax by that beach?
I sure did. No, I actually ran on the beach. I didn't get a chance to relax.
Fantastic. What else should we ask her? Oh, high heels or flats?
Heels.
Makeup essential. What do you need in your bag at all times?
Lip gloss.
That's what everyone's essential. Anyone else? Mary, if you could just, I noticed you're staring at my high heel. You like it?
Yeah, they're very nice.
What's your shoe size? We talk later.
Oh boy.
All right. So this is for the cameras. Right now, I'm gonna give you a Malay phrase. If you could just repeat after me, but look at the cameras. Very easy. Hello, Malaysia.
Hello, Malaysia.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Aku cinta padamu.
Padamu.
Now say that over again without me. Basically, right. Well, maybe it's just the last one. What would you like her to repeat it? That was enough? Aku cinta padamu, Malaysia.
Aku cinta padamu, Malaysia.
Excellent. Good job. Thank you very much for taking all the questions. Now, right now, before we move on to refreshments, this will be... Did you want to...
She didn't even know what you were saying.
Oh, that means I love you, Malaysia. Okay. Well, before we wrap up, anything else you'd like to say to the members of the press and your fans for tomorrow?